Hey, what's going on, guys? Lewis here, coming at you guys with William Cassaw's top 16 Lancer Frogs deck from YCS Rhode Island or YCS Providence, same thing. Anyways, guys, so William Cassaw went into this event and he wound up top 16, and this is the deck that he used. I'm sorry I can't go through the cards. Not on DN. This is a photograph from Alter Reality Games Facebook. So just jumping into it, he played triple Battle Fader, double Caius, triple Dupe Frog, one Gores, one Genzo, double Light and Darkness Dragons, triple Obelisk the Tormentor, triple Poison Draw Frogs, one Ryza, 3 Ronin Totem, 2 Sea Lancer, 3 Swap Frogs, and 2 Treeborn Frogs. For the spell lineup, it's double Creature Swap, 1 Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, 2 My Body as a Shield, 2 Salvage, and triple Soul Exchange. Going into the side deck, we have triple DD Crow, 2 more Genzos, double Mobius, triple Raikou, and 1 Vanity's Fiend. Or Vanity, I think it's Vanity's Emperor actually, and Vanity's Fiend is the trap card, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, though. I'm not sure. It's one of those. It's a Vanity monster. Anyways, guys, going on in the side deck is the 3rd Creature Swap and triple Mystical Space Typhoons. For the extra, it's 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon, 1 Black Rose, 1 Orient Dragon, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Stardust. Then we have 2 Daigusto Phoenix, triple Gachi Gachi Gentetsu, 1 Gaia Charger, then it's that new rank 6 Chronomaly monster. I don't even know what he does. I don't know if he's good. I haven't heard anything about him. That's why I don't even know his name right now. And then we go into double Dark Mist and 1 Photon Strike Bouncer. So, just looking at the deck, it doesn't look like a competitive deck that would top. He's running 2 Caius, a Genzo, 2 Lads, and 1 Ryza, and triple Obelisk. And the double Sea Lancer, of course. Like, there's so many targets in here that you have to sacrifice. You have 2 Caius, Genzo, Lads, Obelisk, Ryza, and you have 11 out of 29 monsters to sack. Like, I know this deck is one of those decks that can pull it off, especially with Soul Exchange, but it's still like, wow, that's impressive. One thing that they did point out on Alter Reality Games Facebook is that Cassaw actually called this not like Sea Lancer Frogs. He actually called it Obelisk Frogs. So I guess the deck was generated around Obelisk, which is at 3 here, and you know, it just incorporates Sea Lancer, because the whole like Sea Lancer thing with the Poison Draw Frogs is actually really good, because you just have that one monster that can't die several times, and every time he's about to die, you draw a card. Excuse me, guys. But it's just really interesting. Like, I would honestly love to see this deck in play. You know, just double. I can't get over, you know, that like 11 monsters to sack. It's just, you know, really interesting. And another interesting thing here, guys, is that the only, like, you know, pretty much back row removal is going to be Heavy Storm in this deck. Other than that, I guess you can count for protection. You have My Body as a Shield, and that's a fairly good protection card. Very old though, but I honestly think that it might see more play, just because now we have double Mirror Force, double Torrential, we have Dark Holes, and you know, that alone is, you know, pretty much 5 standard cards that nearly every deck runs nowadays, for the most part at least. And yeah, it's just really interesting to see, you know, all of this and, you know, how it would work. Taking a look at the side deck looks pretty standard, with the exception of DD Crow, because it's surprising to see DD Crow being cited still, just for the fact that DD Crow hasn't been cited since the last format. Now that, you know, Inzektor's kind of died a little. And, well, they didn't die. They're actually still good at play with them. They're actually decent. But they're just not as popular as the other decks. It's interesting to see DD Crow is still here, you know, versus like I guess you can't run D-Fissure or Macro in this. So I guess DD Crow makes, you know, sense now that I think about it. But it's still an interesting card. Next up, in terms of, like, you know, the side deck, like I just said, for you know, protection against back row, he did side in double Mobius and triple MST, so that is back row removal. Mobius is the original wind-up Zenmayo, literally, like, he has the same effect, pretty much, except I think he has to pop back row. And then another card that can deal with back row is Raikou, and Raikou's an excellent card in this deck because it gets all the frogs in the graveyard, which is exactly what you want. You want to get the Treeborns, you want to get the Ronin Totems, the Dupe Frogs. You want to get all that in the grave. That way when you sack for your Sea Lancer, you know, you can pull that effect off nicely. And, you know, once you get the Treeborn Frog in the grave, you can go ahead and start sacking for Monarchs and all that extra good stuff. Other than that, I mean, it seems like a pretty standard build. It's just a very interesting build with, you know, the triple Obelisk of Tormentors. You know, it's something that caught really off guard. If I went to an event and, you know, my opponent summoned Obelisk on me, and I'd wonder, like, I don't know what to do in the situation. Because I never played against, you know, like, a god card, you know. Anyways, guys, so this is on Alter Reality Games Facebook channel. I'll have a link to that in the description below, and you guys can check that out for yourself. Let me know what you think about the deck, because I'm honestly, like, stuck. I just don't know how it works. I never played, you know, Lancer Frogs or Frog Monarchs before, so I guess that's probably why. Anyways, guys, I'll like, comment, subscribe, and I'll keep up with you guys later.